revolutionize telecommunications in Jamaica. Look how much people are going live right now. We are watching upon Portland Spice TV. You are watching upon BOJ. There used to be one telephone company in Jamaica. This man fixed it, tried, tested and proven, and he's ready to solve Jamaica's energy problem under the next PNP administration. Let's welcome Comrade Phillip Paulwell.
Honorable Phillip Paulwell, to all comrades from Nickel Point to Moran Point. PNP love Jamaica, whoa. All comrades Jamaica, whoa. Let's do it. Fist in the air, flag in the air. Everybody jump, put your fist in the air. Move to the left and put your flag up in the air. Move to the right and put your fist up in the air. Whoa, yeah. Brrr, bang, be, dum, be.
Hold it. Cease and settle. Comrade Chairman, I greet you. I greet the party leader, one of the hardest working party leader I know, Comrade Mark Golden, the next Prime Minister of Jamaica. And of course, the lady of the hour, the next Member of Parliament for West Portland. Coming back to Doreen. Comrades all on the platform. Good evening, West Portland. Good evening, West Portland. Well, I just heard Comrade Ryan making his claim. And no, it's a legitimate claim. I can't make that claim, but I have another claim. Because this name, Paulwell came from this valley, from Silver Hill, and you will drive by and see my cousin gas station, Howard. Paulwell is a legitimate name in this parish, and I tell you the truth, Comrade Doreen, having polled the family and having done my own checks, I can tell you my dearly departed father will be pleased tonight. May his soul rest in peace. But we are believers that Western Portland will return to the People's National Party, and that's why I'm so happy to be here. Happy to be here. Happy to be here. And you know, a lot has been said earlier on. People have mentioned the fact that this government, all of a sudden, after 9 years, running around the country like mad ants, cutting ribbon, making announcements, and so on, all because elections near. And to my great surprise, an area that they have neglected for 9 years, all of a sudden, I hear people talking about energy. Energy. The price of energy when we left office was 25 US cents per kilowatt hour under the same JPS license. And today it is 40 US cents per kilowatt hour. And let me tell you why. The reason for that is just sheer mismanagement by this government. After all, we have had 4 energy ministers in the last 9 years, including the Prime Minister. 4 energy ministers. And I must say to you that for the sole reason of their neglect of this sector, and there are so many other reasons, you must vote them out. We must put them out. We must get rid of them. So let me talk a little bit about energy this evening. They are talking now about the JPS license. When I became minister in 1997, I had a license to deal with, I had a cable and wireless license. And at that time, that license would be expiring in the year 2038. We are in 2025 now. So that license that Mr. Siaga signed in 1988 would still be running if the PNP government didn't say we can't continue with a monopoly situation. Our people needed access to telephone service. And by 1999, we were able to deal with that. When I became Minister of Energy in 2002, that was a year after the license to JPSCO was granted. And we just never just accept it and leave it. And I understand from that time, understood from then, the need for the license that was issued in 2001. It's a different situation from now. But I have been at pains to say to this country, there needs to be modifications. And every year in Parliament, I have gone to the House to suggest ways to modify it. I modified the license in 2015. The JLP government modified the license in 2008. So if they had so much problem with the license, why did they never deal with JPSCO and modify it? All of a sudden, you hear them talking tough about to get rid of the license. The reason why the price of electricity is so great is simple. We were able to get the price of electricity down from 40 US cents in 2002. And as I mentioned, by the time we left government in 2016, the price was down to 25. What did we do as a government? We decided that we couldn't live in a situation where 90% of electricity was being generated by high-priced, dirty fuel. So we were generating electricity using heavy fuel oil and diesel. And between 2012 and 2016, we changed that so that by the time we left office, 60% of electricity was being generated by LNG. But that wasn't it alone. We were able, for the first time, a government bring in large-scale renewables. It was our government that established the Wigton wind farm, generating 60 megawatts of electricity. We created the largest solar farm at the time in the Caribbean at Content, generating 20 megawatts of electricity. And then another company called BMR, they established a facility at Malvern in St. Elizabeth. Those things were done by the People's National Party government. While these guys have been asleep for 9 years, we, between 2012 and 2016, did all those reforms. What has the government done since 2016? Nothing. They have not brought on board any additional capacity. They have not been able to deal with some of the inefficiencies. So, for example, one of the things that we have said that we're going to do immediately on taking government, and we don't have to wait for JPS for this. 20% of the electricity that you pay for today in your bill comes as a result of the theft of electricity. The price of electricity is too high for certain poor communities. And we believe that the government of Jamaica has a responsibility to relieve that burden from you, but more importantly, to enable those people who can't afford electricity to have electricity. And we are committed to providing a solution using what God has given us, the sun. And the technology for solar has improved tremendously over the last decade. So much so that you can have your electricity being generated in the daytime. You now have batteries to be charged during the daytime so that when the sun goes down, the batteries can kick in and you can have solar power 24/7 now. That is what is available, and this government has neglected to bring on board that electricity. So we're going to deal with those persons who are stealing and we're going to relieve you of that burden of that 20% cost that you have to bear. But more importantly, we want to ensure when we get back into power that you don't have to sit and wait on JPS. We want to ensure that if you want to generate your own electricity, we, PNP government, will provide you the means so that you can put on your rooftop your own solar system so you can have real power, power to the people. And we are not going to only allow you to generate your own electricity, we will allow you, if you produce excess amount of electricity, to be able to sell to the grid. So you're a producer not only to use it, but you're going to be able to sell to the grid. And there are so many other features of our policies. Those features have been thought through. We are quite clear from day one. We're not going to wait 9 years. From day one, we're going to implement solutions, because unless we get the price of electricity down, we are not going to be able to grow our economy. And that's the reason why under this JLP government, there has been such stagnation in the economy. I'm looking forward to being at the bus door tomorrow, comrade leader. I tell you, I feel energized by the power of the people, the support that we're seeing, reminding us all about 2011. And I am not going to make no prediction here, apart from the fact that I can safely say Western Portland is back in the fold of the People's National Party. And your next member of parliament is sitting here. Anytime you want me, Doreen, call upon me. Comrades, good to be here. One love, one heart. Respect you.
I wish right now.